Hey, B, before we jump in this juicy episode, dude.
Yeah.
Juicy. Oh, man, you're gritty. Your rat teeth are showing, dude.
Yeah, I got some rat teeth.
Your lemonade teeth?
Sometimes, Brennan, I just want to take life, you know what I mean? Specific people. But
you're headed to Calgary to make people's lives
make
better.
People laugh, because that's what I do. I make people laugh. That's all I've tried to do. So November 16, 17, 18, you come see this guy at Yucks in Calgary. And then I don't take the next weekend off, Brendan. Well, I do. I go to December 7, 8, and 9. I go to Helium in Indianapolis. Indianapolis, I'll be at Helium. And then Spokane, Washington, December 15 and 16. I don't stop. And you know where I'm going to be? In Naples, Florida, off the hook, December 21, 22, 23.
Okay.
Yeah. So we go.
Right before Christmas.
Yeah,
okay.
Christmas. Yeah. So
Pasadena this Thursday, Schaub and Friends. I got some monsters with me. That's one show only, 8 p.m. November 16th this Thursday. Keep on Trucking tour starts December 8th and 9th. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday in Chicago. Nashville, January 25th, one night, one show only in Nashville, Tennessee. Then I'm in Austin, Texas, that Friday and Saturday. It's January 26th, 27th. Tickets at thickboy.com. The TRX Toontown series starts tomorrow, 9 a.m. Tuesday. It's available on the Toontown YouTube. It's my TRX going to over 1,000 horsepower, turned to the Demon TRX. So get you some. But
hey, do you watch basketball? I mean,
I do. I watch basketball. I watch football, college football. I watch UFC.
Basketball?
I bet on all of them, dude.
You do?
I bet on all of them.
How do you do that, though?
DraftKingz. I'm glad you asked, man. DraftKingz Sportsbook got your back. This week, new customers can score 150 instantly in bonus bets just betting $5 on basketball. Win or lose, you get an instant dub. Download the DraftKingz Sportsbook app right now. Use the code FIGHTER. New customers can get 150 instantly in bonus bets for betting just $5 ruse on basketball. Only on DraftKingz Sportsbook with the code FIGHTER.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. Please play responsibly. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, must be 21 or older in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details and state-specific responsible gambling resources. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/basketball terms.
Yes, we did, 'cause we back at it again. It's the fighter and the kid.
This is really the Fighter and the Kid.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's do this. Ready? Aaron.
This is how we do it.
Back up, Fighter and the Kid, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, buddy?
Back
Where were you this weekend?
You know what, buddy? I was in Raleigh, North Carolina. I want to thank all the people for coming out. I missed my Thursday show. Don't know if I told you that. Sold a lot of tickets on a Thursday, too. Very, very excited. And I got on my plane at 9 a.m. and American Airlines was like, we have maintenance issues. Oof. Get off. Get off. Get on the next plane. It's leaving at 11:25. I'll just make it. We have maintenance issues. I had to cancel my Thursday show.
Nothing worse.
Nothing worse.
Flying east is
and
dicey.
then good luck telling American anything. Because they're American, and it's like
American Airlines would be clear.
Yeah, when the ocean is like the waves are big, and you were to go, hey, stop being so big with your waves. It's basically the same thing.
Well, that's I never understood. I never understood when comics, they miss flights because we travel so much. When they try to talk smack to the airlines, Delta goes, cool.
Yep.
So don't fly with us.
Start a new airline. Fly private.
Oh no, go check out Spirit.
Fly private.
But there's nothing but they're like, okay, don't fly. We
older
don't
planes.
care.
Older planes.
There's so many other people that are going to jump on board and take your spot.
Yeah.
It's like complaining, the starting quarterback on the Dallas Cowboys. Like, okay.
But also the main guy.
There's another guy to do it.
The guy who's in charge. He goes, another maintenance issue. He goes, perfect storm. Sometimes it's just
he's seen it all.
The bathroom and the cargo door, and I'm like, I don't even know if that's true, but okay.
He's seen it all. I flew to Arizona on Friday, drove back same day, about a 7-hour drive. It's not the coolest drive.
How's your body feel when you're doing that? Your feet hurt or anything? Because I'm getting to an age where I sit like that. The muscles, I got some weird shit going on with my feet.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
Like just from driving? Oh, damn, Daddy. You know what it is? That Tesla.
It's the Tesla. I'm doing this all the time. So I have a repetitive injury. I have carpal tunnel.
But can't it drive itself?
Ankles.
Isn't that why you get those gay things?
Yeah, but you're not going to do that all the time.
Oh, because you can't do it in traffic?
You can, but
But if that sun gleam hits, you're
There's a lot of things. There are a lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot of things. It's a problem.
It's a problem.
I got a repetitive injury in my shin muscles.
I made the mistake because I was telling Tiger, I go, dude, we're driving through Arizona, you're going to see a lot of cactus. I said, they grow an inch a year. I said, so guess how old the cactuses are. I messed up.
Oh, you messed up.
It was all he was focused on for 4 hours.
Yeah.
No, I was like, okay, yeah, another cactus.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yep.
Yeah.
My son.
We're all set on the cactus guessing of the years. That was a 2-minute drill.
My son's now 12, so he's a little bit macho. It's really interesting because I think he had staph on his leg. Yeah, it's like, hey, Dad, I have a sore on my leg. It just happened. I'm like, what the fuck? I take him to the doctor. Doctor goes, that we got to get him on antibiotics because he's doing jiu-jitsu 3 days a week. And so I go, so he's terrified of a shot, but he won't admit it.
Hell
So
yeah.
he's like this. He's like, so what do you think they're going to do? And I go, I think they're going to look at it, and if you might have to take antibiotics, and And he goes, do you think that there's a chance I could get a shot, maybe? And I go, I don't know. I don't think so. He goes, you don't think so?
It'd be so
Then he goes like
intense
this,
to get a shot.
Yeah. Then he goes, what would you say the probability is? Would you say what would the probability be? You said,
Like, dude, 50-50? You know how bad your staff would have to get a shot?
No,
done?
and then I said that I messed with him. I go, if you get a shot, there's probably a good chance they're going to give you what's called a bone marrow shot. And he goes, what?
Right into the bone.
They got to get into the bone marrow.
Oh my
it's a
God.
very
Oh, you
needle.
suck,
You gotta
dude.
go all the way
You
in.
suck.
And he's like, what? Why would they do that? Why? I don't
marrow
need that.
shot?
I'm like, because they got to get in the bone marrow, and it really hurts. But that they have straps for that where they all do that.
How do you get staph?
Your body, staph is around everywhere.
Yeah.
So on the mats, if you have scratch or whatever, it gets in easier.
Yeah.
So like from the gis or from Velcro, especially gloves do it a lot, but staff's always around.
And if you don't,
you're always
if the
fighting
pH of your
staph.
skin's off, if you don't get that taken care of.
If you don't if people don't shower right away after, the staph can get in.
The one time he didn't shower after. This was the one time.
It happens. It's part of the game. It's just like it's like getting water in your ear.
Usually it'll be like a little white pimple, and that's when you got to know what it is. Like you got to pay attention to your skin.
It also be that it'll be really warm around that.
Pimple?
Kind of like a little white.
And usually you can take Neosporin and keep it on there, But if it gets in subcutaneous, you got some issues.
It's not
I
a
know
huge deal.
I know a dude that told a friend of mine he has staph on his.
Wiener?
How does that happen?
That's possible. I'll tell you how.
I'll tell you how. You want to take this?
Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you how. So he was butt fucking, and it rubbed the anus wrong, and
That might be
and
one
there's probably
way.
a belt involved.
That's the only
That
option.
might be one way, but actually,
I've never heard of anybody having it on their wiener.
More common is when guys take a razor blade and they give themselves a little manscape. They shave.
But it's on the trunk.
And it's on, but they'll
on the
shave
trunk?
here. They'll shave here, and what happens is
Ingrown hairs?
yes, and so you have a razor that you're just leaving there. It's in the gym. It's wherever it is, and it had staph on it. Now you shave.
But who would
My
shave
friend
the
had that
trunk?
shit.
No, she's saying it's on the tip.
That's what the dude said.
I've seen way too much first
He has
48.
it on the tip.
It was on the trunk.
Well, that's okay. If it's on the trunk. Sometimes it spreads though. Remember, it spreads.
Oh no, I know what it is.
So it's called herpes.
It's called herpes.
It's called
Yeah, it's called
Thank
herpes.
you.
Yeah, that's herpes.
But he was like trying to navigate around. And he's like, dude, I got these spots all over my wiener, man. It's staph. I've been wrestling a lot.
That's like my
And
buddy.
his friends are like, oh, huh.
That's like a buddy. You know him. He's a comic. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but a great guy. And he just, we were in Vegas. And this is probably about 15 years ago. And he's just, every time I see him, different girl. And I was like, and they were all Vegas girls, but some of them were professionals.
Sure.
All good. And I go, you bagging that thing? You wearing a condom? And he goes, nah, fuck that. Never. I go, well, okay, but you're gonna you be careful because if you get something and then you're having sex, you're gonna give it to another girl. He goes, I never had any of that shit. I think I'm immune to that stuff. I go, you've never had chlamydia or gonorrhea? And you know what he did? He goes, I've had a drippy dick, but that's about it.
Yeah.
I go, a drippy
That's
dick,
chlamydia,
bro.
my man.
It's called chlamydia
Yeah.
or gonorrhea.
Your wiener shouldn't have a runny nose.
No, no runny noses.
Yeah, your boy's doing some weird gay stuff.
I'll tell you what cures a
Not
runny
my
nose.
boy.
Can tell you what cures a runny dick. Not Magic Mind, but it does give you clarity.
But you know what? Well, it gets your brain thinking so you don't make those mistakes and get a runny wiener.
That's right. So if you have a runny wiener, you should take Magic Mind.
To not
but
make those mistakes again.
To not make those mistakes again.
Get your head right.
Magic mind. Get your head right. That's what I have
Talking
to
about
say.
the big brain, not the
Yep.
small one.
Yeah. It won't clear up the drip you've got in your downstairs area, but it'll get your head right.
One
so
bottle
you
a
don't-
day keeps the doctor away.
There you go, guys.
Were you able to watch the fights in North Carolina?
I was able to watch the fights. I've got many thoughts on the fights.
Can't wait.
I made my predictions. I was right. Not that
From
big
the
a
Tesla.
deal.
What were your predictions?
I predicted, I believe that the Pereira Jury fight would not go the distance, and that Pereira
Okay.
would win that.
Okay, yeah, big PR.
And I'll tell you why. And then I definitely said the Aspinall Pavlovich fight was definitely not going to go to the distance. Someone was going to sleep.
Yep.
Yeah, Pavlovich.
Yep, okay, all these are pretty common.
And then
Okay, keep
I
going.
didn't have a point of view on the Andrade Mackenzie Dern fight. I think Mackenzie's lost 3 times. Andrade is
No,
very,
Mackenzie
very
did it.
rugged.
Andrade did, but
No, I'm saying
Andrade was
Mackenzie's
coming into
record.
the.
She's lost 3 times.
Oh, we're talking about overall.
Yeah.
But Andrade lost her last 3.
Yes. So
Mackenzie
she-
Dern was the
this
favorite.
was a big thing for her.
Mackenzie was a big
Right,
favorite.
right.
Yeah.
But Andrade came in looking fucking crisp, and she was patient, and she,
Keep going. We'll get into that.
yeah, and so I have. You want me to start with that one, the Andrade?
Sure.
well-
Did you see the other 2?
Yes. So I thought my what I saw with Mackenzie Dern was that she's a great grappler and everything else. She's still a little bit new to striking in comparison, and I
time.
think that there were some wild mistakes with her chin up and swinging wild. And I was like watching Andrade's elbows in and just firing down the middle, and I was like, this is not going to work out.
It was tough to watch Mackenzie during that fight because she didn't have the tools to get her down.
Yes.
So then she's forced to strike,
Now
and
she's forced
striking
to strike.
so amateur.
Yes.
It was tough to watch.
Yes. Yes.
How she's not, I said this on the Schaub show, how she doesn't move to Dagestan and just wrestle full time, be the Khabib of the women's division.
Yeah.
Because she should not be striking. She's not going to become
her
champion
jab
striking.
was she was using that jab. She was dipping and throwing that jab.
That's not when you fight.
But it was, I was like, okay, she's throwing a jab. It's a pretty good jab. And then in those exchanges,
Her chin gets high.
yeah.
But then also
and
she's
she was also
forced to-
moving back like this too.
All of it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Her technique was bad. And then also she's not with Perillo anymore, which is a complete mistake.
She's not. Why?
A number of things.
Yeah.
But with Dern too, it's like she's so elite on the ground, but you got to be able to get these girls down, man.
Yeah.
When you can't get them down for a strike, like
Yes.
it's gonna be tough for her to be.
I think someone like
champion.
Jessica Andrade too, like you may be a lead on the ground, but someone like Jessica Andrade can actually, she has so much experience that she can neutralize your ground game a lot of times.
Man, if she goes to the ground, Mackenzie should be in some trouble. Mackenzie, outlier.
Anybody would be in trouble,
Outlier.
but Andrade is somebody who can, like, a lot of these people can starting to learn how to like deal with that. They
She
can
got submitted.
stall.
She got submitted her last fight, but
Yeah.
she's been submitted.
Yeah.
But Mackenzie Dern's a straight world champion on the ground. If
Yeah.
she can just get him down, issue is she has jiu-jitsu takedowns.
Yeah.
She doesn't have like freestyle U.S. wrestling.
So that's why you're saying Dagestan. Wrestle.
Do something, but commit to just getting girls down because the game plan of striking with these top 5s, top
Not a
6,
good
top
idea.
10,
Not a good
you
idea.
never gonna become champ. Her outlier, her skill set is to get girls down, submit them. But if you're forced to strike, then we get a shitty striking match.
Yeah.
And then the
so where
co-main
does
event-
Mackenzie go from here? You're saying go wrestle. Go learn.
She's 30. It's gonna be tough. But with the co-main event, Tom Aspinall, Sergey Pavlovich. Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Tom Aspinall came out. He wasn't able to train the entire week before the fight. He had the fight on 2-week notice. Had a
What?
back issue. Had a back injury.
What?
Couldn't train at least a week
That's
before
why he
the
came
fight.
in at 260 because he usually comes in at 245, I think, or something.
No, he's usually about 50 something.
Big
yeah, he's
boy.
big. Yeah, but he was basically trained 1 week and became world champion.
Well, that's also a lifetime of training, lifetime of good training, proper training. I was saying that Aspinall, so that there was a difference in athleticism. You could see it. Like there's just a difference in how
he's
light he is
the
on
most
his feet.
athletic
It's
guy, yeah.
crazy. But also, you're talking about a guy who spars and apparently holds his own with guys like, I don't know if you ever heard of Tyson Fury. I think his name is Remy, that K1 champion, heavyweight monster. These are his sparring partners. So you're not throwing anything at him he hasn't seen. He's seen the power. But when I watched him, and I watched Pavlovich, who's terrifying, he's got crazy reach, crazy power. But I watched the difference in like how Aspinall was getting Pavlos to step wherever he wanted, and he just a lot lighter on his feet.
Remember, Sergey had success early. He landed a 1-2
yeah,
there.
dude.
You see Tom like, oh, jeez.
Oof.
But what's crazy about Tom Aspinall's story is great. He's such a good person. But his father owned a jiu-jitsu gym. And then
Tiny guys.
So Tommy,
Tiny guy too.
yeah,
It's so funny.
Yeah. So Tommy came up in the jiu-jitsu gym, obviously a world-class jiu-jitsu practitioner. Then his dad left a good-paying job in England to just focus on his son. Wow. His son becomes world champion.
Wow. When he put that belt on his dad, it was great.
How cool is that?
Yeah, man, he's the real deal. And I before we get into the other event, I'm just going to say that I think Aspinall is going to be holding the belt. He's got a big challenge ahead of him, and I'm going to say a name that you maybe now. Do you think who is his toughest fight?
Jon Jones.
Jon Jones,
hands down, not even close.
Jon Jones because of Jon's wrestling or striking,
because he's
or
the greatest
his
fighter of
kicks?
all time.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah. Pick your poison. He's the
Yeah.
best we've ever had.
Yeah,
That'd be by far his biggest challenge.
it'll be his biggest challenge.
Not even close.
I'm taking Aspinall in
Curtis
that fight.
Blades would be tough too.
I'm taking Aspinall because of really.
Yeah. Stylistically, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying I got money on Aspinall with Jon Jones because I think he's more powerful. I think he's naturally bigger. I think he's got the jiu-jitsu to neutralize Jon Jones' wrestling. I think he's probably a better striker. Although Jon
better
Jones,
striker.
Jon Jones
Gee,
with
that's
that
a
front kick,
hot, terrible take.
and all
Better
that.
striker than Jon Jones?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know. Yeah.
That's a terrible take.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going. Such a bad take.
I don't know. Listen.
You know what? You're drinking the
talking
Kool-Aid.
about-
nobody's a bigger Tom Aspinall fan than I
am drinking
But
the
to say his
Well, he's my
striking's
new
better than
boyfriend.
the greatest of all
He's my
time,
new
Jon
boy-
Jones, is insane.
he's my new boyfriend. So I should be.
You just learned about him this weekend? I said he was champ. How long ago, Chin?
I've watched him. I've watched
Years
him.
ago.
2 years ago, I said he was going to be world champion?
You're right. You're right. You did 2 years
2
ago.
years ago.
So, but he's
Now, that's
he's-
me on his English nuts.
Yeah.
To say he's a better striker than Jon is, what do you say? Fucking stupid?
No, it's not. No.
No, what do we
not.
say around the water cooler? A fucking stupid take?
No. You don't understand. John's striking is very great, very good, unorthodox front kicks, elbows, crazy stuff, 100%. Never know. You can't really train for a guy like that. He's so innovative. Yes.
Never lost.
Jon,
Never lost.
And
30 fights, never lost.
Never lost.
Beat Gustafson.
But you know what?
Santos,
Brendan Schaub.
DC.
Brendan Schaub, he's fighting.
Cyril Gahn's a good striker, right?
But hold on.
Beat Cyril
I'll get to
Gahn
that
in a minute.
I'll get to that. Smaller guys he's fighting Jon Jones. Now
No, Cyril Gahn's bigger than he is.
Brendan, Jon Jones is now
Gustafson's
stepping
same
up.
size as he is.
Yes, and Gustafson in the first fight got almost the better of him.
Yeah, but he lost, and then the rematch, he got knocked out.
Sir, you're right.
Do you see how stupid
Knocked
it
out.
takes?
No.
Oh, you still haven't
Yeah,
realized
yeah.
it.
Now here's why. You
On Around
gotta
the Water Cooler, we
understand.
call the same.
You gotta understand.
Fucking stupid
No,
take.
You gotta understand. This ain't 205, Bubba. We in heavyweight now. And Aspinall ain't hearing a peep out of Jon Jones' power, but Jon Jones can't even get hit on the top of the dome by a guy like Aspinall. Huge X factor. Now hear me out again. John's gotta fight him. He's got to fight him like
Yeah, he
this
always
because
hands
he gets
up.
caught
He
here
always
by
hands up.
those giant
Yep.
guys. Oh my God!
Like
It's
Cyril
a different
Gahn?
game. Now
Is he a good striker?
I'm getting to Cyril Gahn if you don't
You know how many
mind.
punches he landed?
Cyril Gahn got a little overwhelmed
good
by the
striker,
moment.
though, right?
Got the moment.
He's a good striker,
high level
right?
striker.
Right.
Was afraid of the wrestling. Doesn't have the wrestling.
Sure.
Tom Aspinall is going to have his hands full with Mr. Cyril Gahn.
God, what another stupid fucking take.
Okay, he's going to have, and remember you said that.
You know what
because
Tommy's going to do to Cyril Gahn? What's Cyril Gahn going to do with his wrestling?
there is an issue with that wrestling.
What about the jiu-jitsu? He's a two-stripe white belt jiu-jitsu.
Is he only 2-strike white?
They say he's a blue, but I didn't see it.
Yeah.
He got choked out with a front
Bit of an
fucking
issue.
head
It's a bit of an
choke.
issue.
It's awful.
Listen, you know what? I take it back. You're right. But if he stands and bangs with Cyril Gahn, it's going to be a problem. No,
Tom Aspinall sweeps the floor with Cyril Gahn.
just,
But I think that's probably next because
you just
nobody
think
else is
he takes him to the ground.
quickly
It's a
takes him
disaster.
down, yeah.
Yeah.
Quickly takes him down.
Yeah. I still am going with Cyril Gahn because I want to make this exciting. Now, please put some respect on, and I know you have, but you got to put more respect on Aspinall's name when it comes to Jon Jones because you have to admit Jon doesn't have the kind of power.
I never said John would beat him. I said it's his toughest task.
Oh, okay.
I still have Tom.
Oh, okay. Oh, you still have Tom in that. Okay. Because I do think
I think Tom's the best heavyweight in the world. How long did I say that, Chip?
I think in this game.
Years ago.
2 years ago.
I think in this game,
Years
like
ago.
with you guys, when guys your size
Years ago.
start swinging and you hit somebody on the top of the dome.
Yeah, you keep saying top of the dome. I appreciate it.
But it's true. That's
yeah,
what
I
he
know.
got.
You
That's
keep
what he
saying
knocked
top of the-
Pavlich out with just now.
Him and Temple.
He hit him in the top of the head, dude. I saw it right here.
Yeah, it was
and then,
Temple.
and then
Temple's
here.
the one that rocked
It
him.
wasn't so much the temple, though. It was just like off here. It was like almost a glancing blow. It's all it takes.
You know what Tom's dad says to him every time before he goes in the octagon? Don't get hit. He's like, I'm a father first. Don't get hit. You can't get hit.
Not at
Do
that
not
level.
get hit. Especially with Sergey. Do not get hit.
Jesus.
Do not get hit by that
Jesus.
Russian madman.
Jesus. That was nuts.
I thought I predicted Tom was going to beat him, but I said under 3 rounds, and I thought he was going to eventually get the submission. I didn't picture him knocking him out in 90 seconds.
What happens to Sergey Pavlich? He goes back and just fights.
He goes to Russia and gets shamed, probably stoned. I don't know how they do it in Russia.
Ranking? What's his ranking? Does
He's
he,
2.
Sergey?
Yeah, he's like 2.
He's top.
Siragon's 1. I think he's 2, right? He's high, but he'll get a. I mean,
So we won't see John fight for 16 months, maybe.
a year. You'll see him fight next November, December.
That's soon after a torn pec.
A year?
Yeah.
You're talking about more than a year. He'll be, usually they say 8 months. With John, with some supplements, especially now that USADA's kicked rocks,
Yeah.
He'll be back, I bet. I bet they announced the fight by October next year. But it's going to be Stipe. It's not Aspinall.
Let's get to. It's going to be Stipe.
Yeah, it's guaranteed that's the fight.
Yeah.
Jon Jones, Stipe. And still, they're not stripping John of the belt.
No. Do you think that's? Do you agree with that?
It's a tough position. I don't admire Dana in this situation. You can't strip the greatest of all time of his belt because of an injury, but then you also have Tom Aspinall, who's your legit champion.
If Jon Jones wins against Tom Aspinall, I think like.
He's already the best, dude.
He's
There's
already
nothing-
the best.
Even if he lost,
I mean,
still
he's
the
already the best.
No,
but
yeah, there's nothing
if
more
he
he can
beats
do.
him, it's like, what?
Not those. But this is good for John. Like, let more contenders get bigger names, and then he doesn't have to retire after beat Stipe. Because now, I think his plan before was to beat Stipe, retire, let the division build. But now the division's built. Aspinall's right there. So maybe we get 2 fights out of John instead of 1 now. That's the good thing.
That's the thing. So Yuri Pereira, I call that. Pereira's just so big, and also Yuri's very unorthodox, and it has worked for him a lot. But I was just like, I think a guy like Pereira, who's just he's just fundamentally so sound. I just don't think that stuff, the dipping, like he would dip and throw that uppercut. You see that once, you're like, okay, I've seen that. All right, it's not that stuff doesn't really confuse a guy like Pereira. Usually
It does. He landed, too. He had success early on. And he took him down.
My thing with Yuri and with Pereira even is, and I know you're going to criticize me for this, I don't understand how you're at mid-distance with your arms that low. I know that you're threatening takedowns. I know you're keeping your hands down because you can't see the punches coming. I know there's an MMA factor to that. But when you're in mid-distance with guys who can hit like that, and I was watching Yuri like stand here and punch this close, I was like, I'm not a genius, but he's going to get caught with a left hook or a right hand. I called it. I was like, there's no way he's not going to do that in that exchange. Plus, he's doing it with a bigger guy. And lo and behold, that's not rocket science. And I know it worked for him, but it's like, I don't get that.
World champion.
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but until you
2-time world champion.
until you come up against Pereira, I know. And I think, by the way, same thing when I was watching Pereira.
But also,
His hands
you're all
down.
up on Strickland's nuts with the Philly shell and his hands down. World champion.
But
And he fought
at least there's this, At least there's that,
Hands down.
His hand's not, but he's got one hand up. But the Philly shell's different because you're
So you're
protecting
good
yourself.
with that then.
Yeah.
As long as one hand's up.
Yeah, because you're using your shoulder, you're covering your body.
You know what happened with
It's a different
Strickland when
thing.
he's doing that?
Yeah, he got knocked out by a much bigger guy.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He got knocked out.
Yeah, but overall, I think, I just think it makes common sense to be here at mid distance if you're exchanging.
Call yours camp. Let me know how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we know you're a world champion. It's gotten you the #1 ranking. Get your hands up. You know what I'm saying? It's not. That's why he's great. It's not what they do.
Though. I think he gets not. I mean, he's very athletic.
They
He's
fight
very
10 times. That
unorthodox.
fight's 5-5.
Oh no, I don't agree.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think that the problem is that you cannot fight a guy who's bigger like Pereira.
He's not that much bigger, Bubba.
He's heavier. He's just heavier. And you're coming in there fighting a guy at mid distance with your hands down like Pereira. I think Pereira's just a higher level striker. You could make that argument.
He's a higher level striker.
Yeah. And I think you're going to get caught with that left hook of that right hand again in the exchange.
10 times out of 10.
Yeah. So if that fight had gone another 5 minutes, I have a question. If that fight had gone another 5 minutes, I think the same thing would have happened in that fight.
Eventually, yeah, you're
Yes.
playing a dangerous game.
Yes. But do you think that stoppage was too soon?
Here's why none of this matters, because Yuri was like, there was the right stoppage, I was out.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's no conversation. Now, if Yuri was like, this is ridiculous, they shouldn't have stopped it, then yeah, let's talk about it. But when the fighter goes, I was out.
Because the ref can
it was
see
a good
his eyes.
stoppage.
The ref is looking at the guy's eyes.
Well, we all saw he was out.
Yeah.
And then the guy doing the dominating, the more dominating position is on top and mount, and the guy's out on his feet. That's trouble, Bubba. But it's a world championship fight.
Right.
You gotta let him
and
go out
he
on
did do
his
a
shield.
somersault and was right back up.
But he was still off. When,
Yeah.
when he got up, he was Bambi on ice.
Did him a favor, I think. Like that's
Live to fight another day. It is a world championship fight. You gotta let that go.
a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And real quick, just so in his,
She wants to see guys die, but yeah.
I don't. But so we've seen Yuri fight before. He actually got knocked out and wakes up and then beats his
Yeah,
opponent.
he's been knocked out before
So
and came
even
back.
even near that post fight speech, he said like, yeah, I was out. It was a good call, but I never give up. I will come back. So he even said like,
But for a ref, imagine that.
I know what I'm
He's
saying.
been
though.
knocked out before, so I was going to
Brendan.
let it go. But so it's like, you're
Title
damned
fight
if you
though.
do.
Title fight a little bit more. Just a title fight.
I'm with
a
you.
little bit
Overall,
more.
I would have liked to see a few shots land on top. I'd like to see him get a little
little
more
bit, yeah,
concussion
yeah.
on top.
Okay,
but
now
that's what we're talking about, Jim. When you put it like that, it's like, man, I just like to see him get a couple more
I'm
concussion
saying like,
shots.
okay, if we're going to be putting ourselves in a position to get concussed, if you're working your entire life to get
Yes.
to this point,
Yeah.
give me that opportunity. You know,
Or live to fight another day. Yuri wins one more. He's right back there.
I don't know.
See,
I felt like it should have won.
I agree. My initial instinct was like, it was a little early.
Yeah.
But then when Yuri got on there, I was like, no, I was out. I'm fine with the
you
stoppage.
see
I'm like,
his,
all right.
his arms, like his arms.
no, the guy's
Yeah, yeah.
But he's shown that before.
Chin's
and
like,
he's come back.
finish him.
No, he's
I
come
was like,
back.
Well, if Yuri
Get
said
up,
I was
Yuri.
out, it doesn't matter. Now he's got to
The problem is Alex's mount.
yeah,
That's where it's dicey.
If it happened, then yeah, fine.
Mount.
Stop it.
Like, couldn't. I mean,
he did get
you know the
taken down.
torque you can get up there.
Yuri picked him up and brought him right to the ground.
Oh,
He
yeah.
won the first round, you could say.
Close. The leg kicks really did a lot of damage. Really took away his like awkwardness. Those
Yes,
leg kicks were the
they did.
difference. Close first round.
Yeah, but you're right. Those leg kicks would have just
Big difference.
Now, Pereira fights. What's his name?
Jamal Hill.
yeah.
Jamal Hill just tore his Achilles 2 months ago.
Is he still? I thought it was 2 months ago.
2 months ago. Maybe 3 max, but you're out for a hot
So he's
second.
out. I thought he was ready to
No,
go.
no.
Yeah, he's done. That's a long time. That's a year, right? At
Yeah,
least.
yeah.
And
8 to 12 months.
before you can start training, right? I mean,
I mean,
July 14th, 2023.
so,
okay, so
so you got June, July, August, September, October, November. So 4 months ago. So yeah, you're looking at late next year,
yeah, never mind.
and then he has to start training on it. So you're looking at what? I mean,
2 years.
no, not 2 years.
Wow.
He'll be back next year, but Ox isn't going to wait for that. He called out Izzy, which is a great call out. It's not going to happen, but it just gets Izzy, the fire back.
Yeah. Who does Alex fight next?
He could fight Rakic. He could fight Johnny Walker, Anthony Smith.
Anthony Smith, I haven't heard from in a while.
The Johnny Walker one's the most exciting one. That's the most fan-friendly one.
Well, I think actually Ankalaev is the one who's going to be the champion eventually. And I think Ankalaev was doing to Johnny Walker. He was going to finish Johnny Walker in that fight.
God, it's so hard to tell, but that was so early.
I think
We didn't see
Ankalaev
much at
was-
all there.
You saw. I feel like you saw.
And
enough.
Clive's not going to let him become champion.
Ankalaev.
You have all these fun strikers, and you're going to toss in that fucking...
Oh, they're not going to let him.
He's going to make that road so tough for him.
Really?
You think they're just going to toss him to Alex Pierre and ruin their star? He's stupid, huh?
I bet you they will.
No chance.
Huh?
They're going to give him the John Fitch treatment.
How
You can't
how
sell
you-
it.
Yeah, but how do you keep him from that after a while?
Easily. He's
What do you
gotten
mean? He's
to-
number 2.
It doesn't matter.
Well, but who's?
Oh, you think rankings matter, Bubba?
well, but he's got to fight the number 2 guy.
No, he doesn't.
Who's
In
he
what
got to-
world are
who's he
you
gonna
living in?
fight?
Whoever they want.
So you just let Magomedov just sit there on the vine?
That's exactly what they're going to do, because if you can't sell pay-per-view, they're not going to let him be... Alex is a massive star now.
Yeah, but you could make him well, it's like
Excuse me?
Khabib, he's like a fucking, Khabib, giant Khabib.
He never had any draws.
Dagestan.
No. He had the draw, then he had the fucking no contest. The UFC's like, no.
So he's just going to sit there.
They're going to
John
make it
Fish-
very difficult for him.
Yeah.
Same way the Curtis Blades, they made it very difficult for him. Guys that aren't that exciting that sell pay-per-views, you got to become undeniable before they give you your shot. Undeniable. Have to go through. You got to walk through fire. Rankings do not matter.
Well-
The sooner you realize that, the better off you're going to be in this game.
Yeah.
Dana doesn't go, okay, 2-1, 4-3. No. Alex Pereira jumped from 15 to 4. Hamzat went from unranked to 5. It's what can we sell? That's what it is. It's matchups. It's entertainment. And Magomed's a tough fucking sell.
Yeah, and he's also a nightmare to fight.
Yes and no. I mean, he's had some tough times too. Like he's not doing himself any favors with the draws and the no contest. So UFC's going, no. Give him 3 horrible fights. Now you win those, like, all right, give him a goddamn title shot. But by that time, Alex is off to the races. They're gonna make it super difficult for him.
So who do you think Alex fights?
Either Johnny Walker or Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith is more available because Anthony Smith and him have beef too. So there's a story there, a bit of a story. But Rakic is scheduled to fight, but you could make that. Yakic and Jan's supposed to fight. Rakic versus Alex is a great fight.
I don't know.
There's so many. Oh, he's so fun. Savage.
Really?
Savage.
Striker.
Oh, savage. Yeah. Rakic, Yeri, like light heavyweight's great.
They
It's
they want what's better for ratings is those highlights, those strikes, just that kung fu shit going on.
Don't say kung fu.
No, it's kung fu.
God.
That's what they want. Kicks, punches. You've not trained the kind of kung fu that I'm talking about. You just haven't.
They just want entertaining fights that sell pay-per-views.
Even like Khalil, he's at 11, but Khalil and Alex kickboxing.
Oh, Khalil wins 1, they're going to give him
That'd be dope
they're
too,
going to
yeah.
make sure he gets up there.
Yeah,
They
a lot
make
of
it
great
very
fights.
difficult if you're just, if you're not exciting.
Yeah.
They just give you the worst matchups. Yeah, I mean, get it, It's
Yeah.
not like March Madness.
No, I'm not as excited ever at the 205. I mean, I'm not as I am like say 55 or 70.
Oh, 205 is great right now, buddy.
I don't not as good as 55. I think 55 is just higher like level of skill. I think.
Well, the lighter weights in the history of fighting are always going to be
Yeah, especially at
stacked.
55 is just fucking.
55, 70 is great.
Yeah.
85 is a little dead if Hamzat's in there.
Yeah.
Then light heavyweight and heavyweights come
Who
back.
do you have against with Duplessis Strickland?
I don't know. That's why it's the most exciting fight out of the 3 Dana announced. So he announced Alex and Tapiria. He announced
Sean.
Sugar Sean
Cheeto.
and Cheeto. Then he announced
Ooh,
that's
yeah.
in March. And then he announced Sean Strickland DDP. The other ones I can kind of give you an estimate how they're going to go. This one I don't know because I don't know. I'm on Sean's nuts and he's so good. But was it a case of is he having an off night and Sean is just had his night, or is Sean that fucking good? Because if he's that good, DDP's not going to hit him. He's going to piece him up. But DDP hits he's huge. And he hits hard.
strong.
And he's just unconventional. And he just comes forward like he's a savage, dude. That one, I don't know. I couldn't call it. That's the one fight I have no idea how that's going to go. I have no clue. I know how high I am on both of them.
Team all body too. Got some tits on him. Got
Yeah,
some
that
tits.
one I don't know.
Yeah.
You had dog in that fight?
I'll just go. I'll go with Strickland.
Thanks, man. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
I think if anybody tries to stand and bang with Strickland punching wise, it's it's going to be tough for him.
Alex did it.
But Duplessis,
I would say
don't know.
Duplessis hits harder than anybody Strickland's fought.
Really?
Good God. Yeah, hell yeah. He's just so awkward, but
Yeah.
it works for him. He just comes forward. I have I don't know how to call that fight. That one's tough.
We'll see. I mean, by the way, part of what makes Sean Strickland such a people's champ is that he's vulnerable. They just we were all surprised he beat this incredible, Israel Adesanya, one of the greatest. So it's not that we haven't seen Sean Strickland lose, and it's not that it was surprising that he won. So if Duplessis beats him, it's not going to be like, what?
No. Yeah. That's the only one. I don't know how to call that one. That one's tough to get a read on. Very tough. Very, very tough.
Yeah.
Best fight of the three. All three of them are freaking ridiculous fights, but that
Yep.
one's tough.
Yep.
That one's the most exciting one for sure. That's in January?
I think it is
In
January.
Toronto, right? They're doing Canada. You got a South African and an American fight in Toronto. Canadians are like, we'll take whatever, dude. They're just stoked they're getting fights.
I know.
Yeah, January 20.
Jan 20.
And then one of the pay-per-views is in LA, right, Chin, they think?
They think that Alex Volkanovski versus Topuria might be in. Oh, that's what Nick Davis says.
Interesting.
Golden Hour
Nick usually
producer.
knows. He knows his
Yeah,
MMA.
Volkanovski against who?
Ilya Topuria, who is a badass.
Great fight. Great
And
fight.
some people are saying it's like a little too soon for Volkanovski. Since
Yeah, I'm
he
not
got-
crazy about it,
Yeah.
but tough fight, yeah.
I'm sorry, when is that fight?
Yeah, let me look.
February.
I think you're
And
right.
the others, no, I'm right. It's February, then the others.
Yeah, I'm right.
Yeah, I know for a fact.
I'm right.
And then
By the way,
other
I'm
ones in
56. I have to
March.
still go October, November,
Oh, me
December,
too. Yeah, me
January,
too.
February. I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
such
Brendan
a-
was right. February
I'm like,
17.
well, that would be 10 months from now.
Feb 17, and it's rumored to be either in Vegas or LA, but it seems like it might be in LA, which would be dope for us.
Are you going to go, Chin?
If we don't do a fight companion,
Might as
I'll
well be in
go.
Shall we
Iraq
all
for
go?
me. Fights might as well be in Iraq. I don't give a fuck.
You mean
You just don't go to fights. I know.
No, hell
that's
no.
fine. I can't imagine, dude. If you went to a fight, you couldn't even walk around. It would be horrible.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'd rather watch at home.
yeah.
Let's take a little break, dude, because look, with everything going on in the world, you got war, inflation, the economy, dude, things are crazy. And right now could be the best time ever to diversify your money and savings with precious metals like gold and silver.
gold and
Get
silver?
your Scrooge McDuck
Have you ever
on,
had
dude.
gold? Anybody ever give you gold and been like, I don't want any of that gold?
It's very rare.
You know what I mean? Like, nah, gold? Nah, it's not worth anything anymore. Says
Dude,
no one ever.
Ever. And my friends at Goldco, they couldn't have made it any easier. Goldco has helped thousands of people place over $2.5 billion in gold and silver. They're rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau. And that's just mentioned a few of their accomplishments. There's so much more. Right now, the Fire and Kid listeners, they're offering you guys up to $10,000 in bonus silver while supplies last. Go to goldco.com/fighter to learn more. We don't talk a lot about money on this show, but this stuff's important. So go to goldco.com/fighter today. That's goldco.com/fighter. Get your Scrooge McDuck on.
Find out how you can get up to $10,000 in bonus silver while supplies last at goldco.com/fighter or call 855-928-3489 now.
Yeah, I'd like to
going.
do a companion for those.
I would go to that. I haven't been to a live event in a long time.
Last one I
If
went
Rogan's
to, I went to
announced
one championship, but then last one I went to was that one championship in Denver. Yeah.
Yeah.
UFC's popping though.
It is
The
popping. I was just thinking of that. I was like, there are a lot of fights I'm so psyched to see.
It's popping, but there's that lawsuit going that nobody wants to talk about. That lawsuit's deeper than people think.
Wait.
Because now it's going to court.
Which one?
The antitrust.
The
thing?
antitrust
Yeah.
lawsuit. That's gaining a lot of ground, a lot of steam.
It's
going to
meaning
court.
they're the only monopoly and the way they treat the
And
fighters.
they have like
or-
300 fighters that are on that lawsuit.
Oh,
So they had to release all their physical financials, like the financial, all that we didn't get privy to. So I had to release all that financial information. And here's where it's weird. So it's funded, it's headed by Kung Lee. Remember all those guys and John Fitch?
right.
So in most cases, a company like UFC is going to settle out of court because the risk is they go through the lawsuit. They're going to end up paying $5.2 billion, which I don't give a fuck how big your company is. That's going to hurt you, destroy you.
How much? 5 billion?
5.2 billion, sir. So usually companies would settle for whatever, 2 billion,
Sure.
3 billion, so they don't get exposed for the 5 billion. But these fighters aren't doing it for that reason. No.
Yeah, it's a-
so it's going to go to court and they're going to win.
You think so?
Yes.
Wow.
Because UC could just make it go away. Usually, I'm like, here's
Well,
whatever,
usually
2 billion.
when that happens, they break up the UFC. They will break you up into different companies.
It's not good, but you should be paying attention to this. It's a much bigger deal than people think.
Wow.
It's been going on for years, and they're finally getting to this point.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, it could get really dicey.
It was a matter of time before lawyers got involved with that. Where they, fighters. were
Dude,
like,
they've been fighting this for 7 years, 8
more than
years.
that. More than that. I mean, I think I've been hearing about Well, fighters pay. I mean, I've been hearing about.
Well, no, I'm not talking about fight. I'm talking about this lawsuit, Bubba. That's been going on for 7 years. That's how long it's taking to get to this point.
Well, a lot of powerful interests, and
could get dicey for the UFC.
I think what the UFC might do is go, we're selling to Saudi Arabia. See you later.
That would suck.
You know.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't ruin the UFC. That would really suck.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out, though.
Yeah.
Guys just go missing.
They'll figure it out.
What do you got, Jen?
All right. The first thing is, we talked about this last week about JellyRoll. So he did win the new artist of the year for the
Did you hear his
CMAs.
speech?
I have the speech here.
It was so
it's
good.
one of
Have
the
you heard
best
it, B?
speeches you could ever hear.
It's so good.
So we'll play it for you guys right now.
Importantly, there is something poetic about a 39-year-old man winning New Artist of the Year. I don't know where you're at in your life or what you're going through, but I want to tell you to keep going, baby. I want to tell you success is on the other side of it. I want to tell you it's going to be okay. I want to tell you that the windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror for a reason, because what's in front of you is so much more important than what's behind you. Let's party, Nashville!
Looks like a farmers only convention.
That sounded like he was
You
doing
ruined it.
That's like that's
it looks
what
like
the church.
it looks like a Trump rally.
He's going to be a preacher one day.
He's so good at, dude. He's awesome.
That was
Wow.
beautiful.
Yeah, so good.
He's awesome. man.
And he got a Grammy nomination too. He just found out.
yeah, dude.
It's a very
He's up for a
emotional thing that he went
Grammy.
through. Dude, he's destroying right now.
He's
He
amazing.
couldn't get bigger.
I'm not sure if I'll post this or not because I'm so emotional, but the greatest honor an artist can ever hear is that they've been nominated for a Grammy. I got to hear that this morning.
What a good guy.
I didn't cry like this since my daddy died. I tried to make this video 7 times, y'all. I love y'all, man. So fucking much. I'm not sure about.
Yeah, dude.
He's the best.
What a great
That's our boy.
video. I
One
got
of the best people on the planet.
Yeah.
You're gonna make that video
Thanks.
promoting
I want to
dates. You
thank all
piece
you
of
guys
shit.
for coming out.
You piece of shit.
Saying me.
That's crazy though, Jelly. Think about it. How long you know him, Jen?
And how awesome he's been to all of us. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, so
Yeah,
cool.
he's a great
He's the
person.
man.
Alrighty, Georgie, this one.
This is just a fun flop I saw from college football.
And now
They gotta sell it.
sequence at the line.
Why'd he do that? Yeah. He's just selling it.
Beautiful display of athleticism.
He's all, oh.
Power.
That's great.
And this one, I think, Sinas.
Okay, guys, Lane Kiffin got a little grumpy in the locker room. He was trying to get a hold of this player. This player didn't want to show up. And after a couple weeks of trying to get him to come to the locker room, he finally did. And this is what Lane had to say.
If you would have come here when you kept getting messages, the head coach wants to talk to you, and you saying, I'm not ready to talk to him.
I wasn't.
Well, what world do you live in?
I don't see why you gotta be disrespectful, honestly.
Get out of here. Go. You're off the team. You're done. See ya.
Because I'm.
See ya. Go. And guess what? We can kick you off the team. So go read your rights about mental health. We can kick you off the team for not showing up. When the head coach has to meet with you and you don't show up for weeks, okay, we can remove you from the team. It's called being a It's called hiding behind and not showing up to work. If you would have come here when you kept getting messages, the head coach wants to talk to you.
I think that's it, Jen. It's replaying it. I don't have a problem with it.
I don't either. Well,
If you don't show
was
up for work,
was this kid recording the
Yeah.
coach?
Yeah.
Of course
Piece of
he was.
shit.
Of course.
That's what he's trying to do and get people to rally.
Is he
Like,
going to?
look how,
Is the guy, coach, going to get in trouble?
no, absolutely not.
Good.
Because
Like,
it's
get out of here.
it's
Fuck out of here.
fucking sports.
Yeah, and also you're full of shit.
Those
too. Also,
those,
you're
those
recording
weak-minded
the coach.
individuals. It's just sports isn't for you. You have mental health, all good, man.
Yeah.
Then don't play football.
You just can't play.
Don't play on that team. No one's them allowing you to play football is a privilege.
Also, I'm sorry, but you may have mental health. Totally understand. It doesn't mean you don't show up to talk to the coach.
No.
Sorry. And by the way, if
how many people lean into the mental health thing?
You can't be on the.
That's what if I'm Lane, I'm going. If your mental health is so bad, don't be on the fucking football.
You don't want a
team
head injury
that paid for your college tuition and gave you all this notoriety. This is a privilege, and if you can't show up for a meeting, we have 30 other guys who will do it that don't have your weird struggle, dude.
Yeah, I would kick him off the team immediately.
He's leaning into the mental health thing, and then he's recording it so he gets sympathy, but he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
He's just he's a little spoiled baby.
These spoiled brats are in for a rude awakening when they think they can lean into the mental health side of things in sport.
Well, so are kids in college. So are all these kids in college that major in things that don't matter and have been and believe that the world is victimizers.
But then in the real world, like I can't make any money. It's like,
get the fuck out
nobody's
of here.
gonna hire your dumbass.
Nobody likes you.
No.
You're just a shithead in general.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. You're taking up space. They're all being lied to in college.
All right, here's the next one.
So this guy got out of his car at the drive-thru at McDonald's, and he was really upset because they didn't give him apparently like hot enough fries, and he went a little ape.
Yep, this is what happens when you're hungry.
You do this,
But also, just give him his fries so he gets the fuck out of there.
Shut it down right now! Fuck fucking burger's not done! Give me some food!
He's drunk.
Yeah, he's not all there. Now,
All this
is he on the Ole Miss football team too? Oh wow.
food!
Yeah, I think he's hammered.
Give me some
Or
food!
drugs or something.
Hey, bro,
yeah.
the fries are good. They're not this good.
Jesus.
Give me some food!
He's coming out. He's cooking you for
Idiot, give me some fries! Give me that bag of fries right there! I'm gonna grab your hand, grab me that bag of fries.
Can you imagine these guys just making minimum wage dealing with this though?
She was like, they're coming.
He's literally losing.
actually gave
She's
it to
all
him.
there.
He's literally losing his
Give it
mind.
to him.
Stupid whore! Don't know the stupid whitey again, you ain't taking all this country white or black! Go!
Oh, he went racist with it too.
What did he say?
I didn't hear
Because
it.
even after he gave him his fries, he went racist with it.
Yeah.
Did he? What did he say?
Some
I didn't
black
hear
and
it.
white. Something about America. Something about fries. Burger Kings are better.
Yeah, by the way, businesses should be equipped with pepper spray and tasers. True.
Yeah, they should just taste the shit out of them. Do you guys have that? I sent you and Rogan our group chat with Eddie. In Tarzana, they found that woman's torso. You have that on here?
We have, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
That one's
Sanaz,
yeah.
Sanaz had it last week. They
Get
found
ready
body
for
parts.
this.
It's like really close to here,
Oh,
too.
get ready for this.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'll fill you in on this.
So this is where
Here
this is
we
the
go.
first
Fill you in on
report,
this.
and then it's on TMZ now.
So they found a woman's torso in Encino in a dumpster, and it's come out that it's Sam Haskell's son. He was a big agent in LA, like Dolly Parton, a lot of people. And apparently his son's wife and in-laws have been missing. And he hired some day laborers to take the bags and throw them away. The day laborers opened the bags and were like, oh, there's people in here. So we're going to call the police. And here's some video footage of them trying to get rid of the bags.
Of the day laborers?
The day laborers are getting the bags in this video.
It's hard to see, but yeah. You see the.
They
there's, like,
apparently
bags
went
right
down the
there.
street and then got curious and opened the bag and was like, this doesn't check out.
Aren't her parents missing too?
It's the wife
he
and
killed-
the in-laws.
I
So
think
his
they
parents.
found their bodies cut up too.
So he got pissed and just went to town on 3 of them.
Killed
At least he didn't touch the kids.
Killed
though.
them too?
It's a white dude, 3 Asians.
Yeah, his wife was Asian.
They're Asians.
Oh, wow, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
Now you care, don't you, Chin?
What the hell, dude? No,
Yeah,
man. I'm just
Chin?
saying, it's
Oh
just
wow, are
interesting.
you kidding me?
It just makes it.
when it was all
kind of
white,
Asian?
you weren't so hype
This
about it, were
guy's,
you?
this guy's so dumb. I'm gonna get rid of. I'm gonna put him in a garbage bag and put them right outside my house.
No,
Is
he
that
didn't
what
put it
did?
outside his house. He put it like down another street, but then some dude was going through the terrible idea. But the guy was going through this looking for recycling and opened up and saw a
No,
woman's
that,
torso.
so didn't they hired like some
The
workers?
hired day laborer guys when
take
they
the
opened
bags.
it,
No. The day labor guys were like, no, we're not taking this.
They
And
brought
then
it back.
They brought it back, and then they went to CHP.
Yeah.
Who was like, you got to call the LAPD. We don't deal with this. But originally, all this, what started it, was he dumped it himself, part of the torso, behind this place of business. This person, homeless, I don't know, going through looking for recycled cans, opened the bag up to look for cans and found a woman's torso, called the cops. Shit. So that was the first report.
Dude.
And they found the parents too? Her parents?
That's why I heard they found the parents' body parts now. Have you seen the guy, though, who did it? His videos, I think they're taking down now on Instagram. Wild boy. Like out to lunch, wild.
Oh, crazy?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Hold on.
They're down, but I'm sure you can find him, Chin. Hit it. There he is.
And then here's the plot twist. I'm totally superficial. Yo, shouts out to LinkedIn for just making it like so much more streamlined for me to be told no repeatedly. Like my resume says unhappy, bitter, resentful, and like really good at ordering off the menu. Shouts out to the waiter at the restaurant above Nordstrom's for just like completely burning it out of my fillet. Like, what kind of a monster are you, homie?
What kind of monster are you?
I can't even imagine reading one of these homeless people's signs. It's very Brad Cooper trying to like reconnect with Irina Shayk. Like,
oh my God.
Hey, sorry about before. Yo, shouts out to my big homie for like buying me Camel Lights throughout middle school and high school. I now have lemonade colored tea.
Okay.
What the hell?
Really fast, like looking really
You said that's...
Seems totally normal.
Typing. Chances are...
You want more or are you good?
Random letters and numbers. I went to a tech conference real quick, you guys, by mistake. And the number one thing they talked about was consistency, like be consistent. Now I'm consistently never gonna stop drinking. Yo, shouts out
Okay, this guy's hilarious.
Funny.
He's a game developer, game designer, educator. He's an entrepreneur. I'm literally dumping entire bags of shredded cheese into my mouth. Yo, shouts out to Bella Thorne's fiance for literally making it by having a tattoo of an avocado. My goal was to try and drop some LBs by just like not eating any more breakfast burritos. But instead I decided to just spend less money. And to do that, I'm just gonna stop buying water at Erewhon. On a scale from 1 to Ted Lasso, how in need of a career reset are you? Because I am.
He's actually funny.
So he's clearly not doing well.
He's actually funny, though.
He's
I
funny.
hate to say it.
Kind of reminds me of somebody.
He's actually got a great sense of humor. Oh,
Yeah, I agree,
shit.
Jen.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sociopath.
There
Yeah.
it is.
Yes.
Well, he killed, right? Didn't he?
3 people. Oh, no. And they found him at the Topanga Mall.
Oh, that would make you a
When he got
sociopath.
caught, they caught him at the Topanga Mall hiding out.
I wonder what was going on
He
with
has
him.
2 kids.
2 kids.
Yeah, that's a sociopath. But also, he's funny. But also, he was like making fun of himself and being silly.
Yeah, but he's a killer.
Shouts out to my homie
Shouts
for
out.
making me smoke, and that's why I have lemonade colored teeth.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to be consistent and never stop drinking.
He's a fucking...
I mean,
murderer,
it's
though.
kind of
He's
funny.
crazy.
What happened, dum dum? Anyway,
I mean, he got lost and obviously has some serious mental issues and he murders and cuts people up. You know how crazy you got to be to cut your wife up?
look,
and then her grand.
I have
Not
anger.
easy
I have
to
anger
do.
issues. I've never in my life I have murderous anger issues sometimes, but I've never in my life been like I'm going to cut you up. Like
Yeah, no shit.
you know.
I fucking hope so, dude.
But I mean,
I love how you're like, one thing I want to make very clear, I would never cut my wife up and
well, but I mean,
murder
you
her.
can have a freak out and flip out, but I'm more likely to hit myself. I'm not going to hit you. It's like,
yeah, because you're not a sociopath killer, dude.
yeah.
You don't make that distinction, right? You don't have. I want to be very clear, man. I get very upset and I think about killing people. I wouldn't go that far.
I'm saying you can have anger issues and flip out, but you can't flip out to that degree. Cut. Zzz.
Who knows? To kill all 3 of them is clearly all planned.
100%. You had to bleed the bodies. You got to
He's a bad-
dismember them.
bad dude,
You got to
man.
buy like
I used to watch Dexter. I mean, you got to have like a saw.
all that
and a
shit.
whole room set
All
up.
that
But he was like Robin Hood. He was killing bad people. This guy's killing
Yeah.
good people. That guy's a real
That is a
piece of
product
shit.
of a lot of money in Los Angeles where you just were. That is classic LA.
I don't think so, man.
No?
I don't think classic LA is killing
Hollywood
your wife
kid?
and cutting.
Hollywood kid, at least?
I've never heard of a Hollywood kid cutting his
I'm
wife
not
up.
saying that.
You're being too cool to him, but right? Brian's like, it's too bad he's gone. I'll have him open for me.
It's not that.
You're out of your fucking mind, dude.
I'm saying that he talks like a kid who's grown up. Like
He talks like a valley girl. Like,
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
God.
Oh, totally.
Shout out to the guy who
Shouts out
gave
to
me
my-
cigarettes when I was in high school.
Shouts out
That's
to
why I
my
have lemonade
homie,
tea.
to my homie who is like, I'm just gonna. But I thought he was.
I'm going to save money. Stop buying water at Irma.
That's funny. That's a funny joke.
Funny for a serial killer.
stop
I guess.
buying money.
Probably the funniest killer we know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Funniest killer
serial-
we know.
Funniest killer.
Funniest killer.
Funniest mass murderer we know, because I think more than 3.
Ted Bundy was
That
pretty
make it
witty.
mass?
Ted Bundy was pretty witty.
Yeah, but I don't know if 3 is a mass.
It's 3 or more.
No, but that's a lot of people.
That's, yeah. Oh, I think mass is 5.
Okay, how about this? Funniest family killer we know. Funniest guy who slaughters entire family.
Funniest wife killer we know.
Well, wife, in-law killer. You know? Yeah.
Well, anyway, who cares about this?
I do the shit.
Yeah. I can't believe I was relieved it wasn't like a serial killer on the loose though, because it's so close to my neighborhood. When I found out it was, this one off, I'm like, oh, thank God. Because if it's like a serial killer on the kids aren't. I'm not taking my kids to school. I'm not risking that.
What's the first thing cops do when they find a victim? They look.
If it's a woman, they look at the husband.
Yeah,
always,
they always look who the closest
This is the first one.
Always.
As a wife, that'll teach you not to talk back, though, won't it?
That will teach you not to talk back because you'll not be alive. Yeah, that's
dark.
That's very dark.
I told this actress said one time we were talking about the Me Too movement and all this stuff and how women are going bad on men. And I was like, some women hate men, and then they ruin their reputation. And then she looked at me and she goes, I know. And when men hate women, they kill them. I was like, yeah, that's true.
Fair point.
Fair point.
Both are kind of death.
Fair point. Yeah.
Both are death sentences. One you don't have to watch.
One's really a death
One you don't
sentence.
have to watch the destruction.
Yeah.
What else you got, Chin?
So we'll show you this one first. This is another one from Sanaz.
Jesus.
Lion
Italy,
wanders
guys.
the streets in Italy after escaping the circus.
Go
Dude,
on.
in America, they can't have lions. I was just at the circus. There's no lion. You can't have live animals anymore at
Right.
circuses. Look it up.
But it's Italy.
I'll
It's
look
Europe.
at
You know?
Holy shit.
There he
That's
goes
a
on a walk.
full-grown male lion.
Madonna Santa.
Is that Italian or Chinese?
Giant male lion.
Italian.
It's the
Madonna
male
Santa. Look at
lion.
the size of that thing. Just a giant kitty
Yeah, it's
cat.
huge.
All right, was that Chinese?
Madonna Santa.
A cha-chanted lion.
Mia.
Mamma mia, cha-chanted lion.
You can tell it's Italian now, right?
A little bit, but we got a pretty Chinese there.
Okay.
Madonna Santa.
Mamma mia, it's a
Go to,
leone.
Let's finish with this. Your
This is a
boy,
happy one,
Brandon.
yeah.
What was
People
he
are so
doing?
mad I post this. Like,
Yeah, he's
he
in
did
a
on the
harness.
90th floor,
He's in
dude.
a harness, dude.
He was a harness. I'm like, you do it.
Yeah.
And
Even with the harness, that's
clearly
insane.
I'm joking. How bored is Jared Leto?
Well, he's smart with
Dude,
the
if I have to
promotion.
promote a special by climbing the Empire State Building, we're not promoting this.
Is that what he's
thing.
climbing? That's the Empire State Building?
Yeah, the
Holy
top part of it.
shit.
The tippy
So he started
top.
down. People are like, he didn't even climb the whole thing. Weak.
The-
So what? That's cool. I think that's cool.
It's my thing. If you're Jared Leto, hey, bud,
It's also kind of scary, by the way.
how much
I
attention?
mean, kind of, right? It's hugely scary.
He has a rope, though. Worst case, if you fall off. Either way, I'm scared of
I
heights,
don't
so that
Yeah,
scared the
that's
shit out
still
of me.
insane.
Rope or not.
I'm still.
I'm just if you're Jared Leto, you made it, bud. We don't have to do all this wild shit anymore. I
like it.
Notice Steve-O's not putting hot sauce in his eye anymore. He's made it.
Yeah.
Jared Leto's getting bored, though, B.
That's all it is. He's bored as
Yeah,
shit.
he's
This is
bored.
no different. Entertainers like billionaires. They go see the Titanic. They climb Mount Everest. He's climbing the Empire State Building. He's just bored.
Yeah.
He's sick of fucking. That's what it is.
Oh my god.
Because that used to get his rocks off. Now he has to climb
You
buildings.
figure he did a lot of fucking. Do
I
girls,
don't know,
do girls
dude.
like him?
I know guys do. Am I right?
That's it, buddy.
Brian, can you explain? Because I'm sure people want to ask about your nose. Can you explain real
Oh,
quick?
I was shooting in Raleigh with my boy Sean. Shout out to Sean, who was in the military. And he was nice enough to have us come out and shoot.
What happened to your nose, dude?
And I was shooting all different weapons.
Holy shit.
All different weapons. I got a little too close to the scope. Yep, I was trying to
Amateur
get more,
hour.
I was trying to get a little
You
too
were
much
like this.
aim. Well, I sent it to our boy Kyle Morgan, who's Delta guy, and he was like, "You're giving me an aneurysm with your finger on the fucking trigger."
Oh, you mean
And then-
he doesn't know what he's doing,
and,
Kyle?
and Andy Stump was like, it would be difficult to describe how bad your form is. Please never record yourself shooting again. He loves to torture me. But I was getting super close to the scope because I wanted real accuracy, and it went gang in my nose, and I was like
this.
I was like, and then I don't get embarrassed, but I was like, not a big deal. And I was just, I could just see the blood, and I'm like, shit, damn it,
You like this?
damn it. My dad always talks about I was a Marine, I was a sniper. Oh, okay, he buys some fucking elk gun, bear gun, 370. So loud when you shoot it outside, you have to keep your mouth open or it'll blow out. He's so fucking loud. And he's lying down on the ground. He kept saying, I want to sight my rifle. We're in Alaska. He shoots the gun and he just goes like that. I see him do that. And he just looks at me like that. He's got a fucking perfect circle. He looked like a fucking half a raccoon the whole time. It cut such a deep cut right through it. He was just like, I was like,
I thought you were a Marine.
I was like, I thought you
bro.
were a Marine. What happened to the
Sniper my
sniper
ass.
shit? Just, I'm used to shooting
And
M1.
yours is like this. Goosh.
Hilarious.
And it blew your hair back too, huh?
Oh, dude.
Boom.
Guess what we didn't do? We didn't hunt bear anymore. And I shot that thing once and I was like, oh my God. It was so fucking loud I couldn't even. I was like, oh, Jesus. No thanks. No thanks. Guys, this weekend, Yuck Yucks.
Calgary.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Calgary at Yuck Yucks. I'm coming back. I love Calgary.
You got my boy Brett Forte open up Thursday night.
Yes, Brett Forte will be there. Yuck Yucks, Calgary. And then Indianapolis, Helium, I'll be there December 7, 8, and 9. Can't wait to see you guys. And then Spokane Comedy Club, December 15
One of my
and 16.
faves, dude.
Daddy's
One of the
busy.
best.
Daddy's busy in September.
Daddy's a road dog.
Yeah, December.
Daddy stays on the road.
What are you doing for Christmas, Bubba?
I don't know, man. Let me get through this.
All right.
Pasadena Ice House, Schaub and Friends this Thursday. One show only at 8 p.m. Got some monsters on that show. That's one show only at 8 p.m. in Pasadena. And then the Keep On Truckin' tour starts December 8th and 9th. That's 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. Keep On Truckin' in January for 2024 starts in Nashville. That's a Thursday, January 25th. One show, one night only. And then on Friday, Saturday in Austin, Texas, January 26th, 28th. We got Edmonton. We got Vancouver on there, Plano, Texas. I'm all over thickboy.com. New episode, the debut episode of Toontown starts tomorrow at 9 a.m. on the Toontown YouTube. It's taking my TRX turn to a Demon TRX over 1,000 horsepower. We got Kibby Tech. We got Overkill on there. Method, Toyo Tires. We got everybody involved. It's a fun old time, and this is the first episode, so stay tuned. Debuts tomorrow at 9 a.m. Toontown YouTube, baby.
I love it, baby.
You like that lightning, huh? You jumped in. Brian's like, oh my God, you felt.
Oh, that thing is just, man, that's a truck. What do you got under this hood?
Oh, man.
I told you that time I was like, I pulled in the gas station. I wanted to have something in common with the guy. A hell of a car, man. I was like, look at that engine. He had an engine on a block. Go, what the hell is that? Look at that thing, man. Look at that engine, man. What horsepower is that? I go, what do you put that bad boy into? And you know what he said to me? He goes, it's a boat engine. I swear to God. I swear to God. I've never been more embarrassed in my life. You know how I try to talk sports or like engines?
Oh, well, what's up, man?
What do you got?
We putting that monster in.
Like when I'm talking about hunting, I act like I know guns. I use a Win Mag 300. What do you guys use? Like, that's all I know, Same thing. Jeez, look at that bad boy. Look at those pistons.
It's for a boat, man.
I'm saying, yeah, that's a boat engine. I remember he looked at it. There was a pause. He goes, it's a boat engine. I was like, yeah.
All right, man.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, I'm not big on boats, but cars.
I don't know my boats. I'll see you later, man.
Yep,
Cars
see you
only.
Woo, see you later. Thanks for the bag of fries, chips.
All right, kids, that it?
That's it.
All right, guys. Love you. We're out.